Hello, welcome to SimplyScuba.com. In this session we're going to look at the Oceanic OC1 Dive Computer, so let's take a closer look. The OC1 Dive Computer is a wrist-sized dive computer. It's also able to use it as a normal watch as well, full watch facilities, including alarm and things like that. So if we have a closer look at some of the features, obviously at the moment we're showing the time mode. Across the centre we've got a dot matrix display, which obviously allows a much wider variety of information to be shown. And we've also got a top and bottom display as well, which use preset numerical values. Time mode has its own settings options. So if we hold down or press the mode, you go into each particular option's settings mode. And then from here you can scroll up and down to the different options using the mode button and the advanced button. So you have an arrow here which shows you the current highlighted option. As it scrolls down you can see all the different options are selected, and then when you get to the one you want, you obviously select using the select button, and then you're taken through into that particular option. And from here you can obviously change the settings to what you require. So if you wanted the alarm on and off, you can use the mode and advanced button just to change the setting and then press select. Now to get out of any of these sub menus, to go up one step you hold down the select button and that takes you back to the main menu, and then you can obviously go back further. But if you want to get back to the main mode, just hold down the mode button and that will take you back through to the main mode. To go into dive mode, it will automatically switch into dive mode if you jump in the water with the wet contacts set to on, which it is by default. If you want to go into dive mode manually, just hold down the mode button and that will take you through to the mode screen. This is the surface mode. So obviously when you start diving down, it will give you different settings and different obviously displays. It will show you the depth and current time, elapsed dive time and everything else like that. And up the side you've got your ascent rate and also your nitrogen loading at the same time. It's all very useful information. Again, the mode, the dive mode has its own settings, and here you can obviously set things like your O2 content for your mixes. You can have up to 3 mixes. You can also set a load of different alarm settings as well. So if we quickly run through those. Again, by pressing mode, you're given the sub-menus. And here you can see the fly and desat at the top here. This will show you, if you go into it, your current no-fly limit and desaturation times based on the dives you've had. We go down, got plan desat. So obviously you can plan here your further dives based on your previous dive information. Log. If we go into here, it'll obviously show your previous dive profiles and information. Obviously there's a new unit, so it doesn't actually have any on there. Set F is for adjusting your oxygen content for your gases, and we'll show that shortly. Set A stands for alarms, so you can set all your depth alarms, time alarms, and pressure alarms. Set U is for utilities, and you can adjust your units and just basic information like that. Dive mode, this allows you to set the different modes that the OC1 offers, including free and gauge. History, will give a brief overview of the unit history as well. And serial number will display the OC1 serial number. And then battery and TMT will display the battery level and battery level of the transmitter as well if you have one paired. So very useful information. And then back to the top. So if we scroll down to Set F and press select. In here you can see you've got 3 different gases. You can adjust the oxygen content for each one individually, and you have to be increasing in O2 content as you go up the different gases. So if you start on 32% for your first gas, the next gas can be anything higher than 32%. So obviously for stages and decompression uses, obviously you can add higher percentages of oxygen into the second and third gases. So if we press select, and then you can easily adjust the oxygen content just by pressing on the advance to make it go up. And obviously you can see that the maximum operating depth is reduced as you increase the oxygen content. And if to make it lower, just press on the mode button just to reduce that down. And then when you got to the content you require, just press select, and then that's stored. Obviously you can do that for each individual gas. And just hold down select to go back to the main menu. In set A, we have all the alarm facilities. So in here we've got loads of different settings, including audible alarm, depth alarm, elapsed dive time alarm, the nitrogen loading alarm, so at which point your OC1 will alert you to say that you should be ascending, dive time remaining alarm, the alarm point at which you should be turning around, and for pressure. So if you get to, you can set it to a certain pressure and it will alert you to when your tank has got to this point and you should be turning back. And also the end pressure, so it will alert you when your pressure becomes to the point that preset for the end of the dive. So if you got to 50 bar, it would also let you know via audible and also LED alarms to let you know that pressure has been reached. You also got PO2 alarms, so loads of different settings in there. If we go back, set utilities. In here you can obviously set your wet activation for the trigger points on the computer. Also got units, obviously metric and imperial, deep stop information and settings, so you can turn it on or off. Safety stops, again on or off, and for how long. And obviously you'll know your decompression basis on there and how conservative you want to make the unit. Also got the LED backlight duration, sampling rate for obviously how often you want your profile to store, and transmitter settings in there as well for pairing. Dive mode, if we quickly go in here, these are the two available options or modes based on what is currently selected. So normal default option is obviously dive mode, so it will allow you to select any of the two other modes that are available. So with dive mode selected, we have gauge and free modes available. Obviously in gauge, it's not going to show you the same information or base it on decompression. So it will just purely show you the information, and then free mode is obviously for free diving. Going back, that's all the settings that you can see in here. So lots of different informations and settings you can actually change to make the unit your own. And then holding mode will take you back to the main surface dive mode. Great feature about this particular unit, obviously with normal dive computers you obviously have flashing and audible alarms, but on the bottom of this unit, just here, there is an LED which is obviously coloured to make it obvious, and that also flashes in time with all the various alarms. Obviously if you turn the alarms off, all the flashing and beeping will turn off as well. So overall, it's a fantastic, nice little dive computer. Sits very well on the wrist due to its unique hinging point on the strap. Very nicely made, high quality, lightweight as well due to the materials used. Fantastic dive computer.